The Pittsburgh Pirates have got to be one of the most frustrating teams you can be a fan of. I have been a Pittsburgh Pirates fan my entire life. I will always remain loyal to this team. I will always try to be the most optimistic I can. I have witnessed 3 playoff wins in my life, all in 2013, the wild card game against the Reds and 2 games against the Cardinals in the division series. But other than that, there hasn't been much to cheer for. There's only been a few winning seasons. And the Pirates, in what is year 6 of this Ben Cherington as the GM, it's not providing a lot of light going into year 6 of this supposed never-ending rebuild. The Pirates have been given an absolute gift of Paul Skeens on a silver platter. And what are they doing to help this pitching staff? They are adding Tommy Pham to be the everyday outfielder on a 1-year, $4 million contract. This is what confuses me. Tommy Pham is the solution, supposedly, for right field. At this point, I would have much rather had Jack Sawinski, Josh Palacios, and Billy Cook try to figure out and fight to see who gets the spot. There is no reason to be bringing in a soon-to-be 37-year-old Tommy Pham to be your everyday right fielder. Last season, Tommy Pham had a WAR of -.2, 9 home runs, 39 RBIs, a slash line of .248, .305, .368, and a .674 OPS with an OPS plus a 91. He was not a good baseball player last year. If you go look at his baseball savant page, it's honestly not that enticing. But that's not the only question the Pirates have this season that makes me want to know, what is this front office doing? What are they doing to add to this team? They had so many options for other outfielders better than Tommy Pham. They could have went out and got a Max Kepler on a 1-year deal. What happens? He goes to the Phillies. They could have maybe given that multi-year deal to a Tyler O'Neill. And what's funny is a lot of websites predicted Tyler O'Neill possibly to go to the Pirates. Well, we all should have known the Pirates wouldn't have signed a multi-year deal because he ended up going to the Baltimore Orioles. Then you look at other guys that were options. Randall Grichuk goes to be a platoon bat for $5 million with the Diamondbacks. That's it. Jurickson Profar would have been cool. He goes to the Braves. Michael Conforto, another 1-year option possibly. He gets overpaid in my opinion and goes to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Gets more money than probably what he's worth. He would have been an amazing fit. But the Pirates settled for less and went with Tommy Pham. But this isn't the biggest question for me this offseason for the Pirates. It's what they haven't done. It is what they haven't done to fix this team at all or make it slightly competitive. You see all these other teams in the National League adding to their core. The Padres haven't done much, but they're going to be in the wild card race. The Diamondbacks went out and got Corbin Burns. They're going to be involved. The Cubs have propelled themselves, I would say the NL Central favorite, bringing in Kyle Tucker and a bunch of other guys. They're even hinted on Alex Bregman. Now, when I look at this Pirates lineup projected-wise, here's what worries me the most. It's not just Tommy Pham batting leadoff via Fangraphs. The only 2 guys I believe the most in are Brian Reynolds and O'Neill Cruz. Yes, I believe in Andrew McCutchen, but here's question number 2. Is he really the best option the Pirates can have as designated hitter? I love Andrew McCutchen, don't get me wrong, as a massive Pirates fan, but he's currently 38 years old, and he's batting 4th in your lineup. But what's funny about him is he's projected a WAR of 0 this year, but he's going to be one of their better hitters. It's actually crazy how this lineup has been constructed. I don't know what Ben Cherington has done this offseason to think that his lineup construction and his overall roster construction is even that good. Another question I have is for the 5th projected bat in the lineup, Joey Bart. Can Joey Bart redo his amazing last year with the Pittsburgh Pirates? Last year when he was DFA'd by the Giants, the Pirates acquired him, and he practically revitalized his entire career. He looked like an actual MLB caliber catcher, which he didn't look like in San Francisco. Now, when I'm thinking about Joey Bart, there's other guys. Joey Bart being good, in my opinion, has screwed over the likes of Endy Rodriguez and Henry Davis. Henry Davis, who was the number 1 overall pick a few years back, has not looked like a number 1 overall pick, and honestly, thinking about it, he's kind of having the same career projection as like Joey Bart. Joey Bart, who was a number 2 overall pick, stunk at first, just like Henry Davis. Henry Davis's problem is he can't hit a fastball. It's actually absurd. Then you have Endy Rodriguez, who was hurt all last year. A lot of Pirates fans believe in Endy Rodriguez, but where does he fit in this lineup? Joey Bart has positioned himself to be the everyday catcher. So what is going on with Endy Rodriguez and Henry Davis? I honestly don't even know as a Pirates fan. Every single Pirates fan has their different opinion on this, but who knows what's going to happen. Another question I have is for the acquisition of Spencer Horwitz. I like this deal, but can he be a good enough first baseman every day? He was held behind a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I get it. He doesn't have as many plate appearances as you would think. I think Horwitz is going to be fine, but does he really provide the power the Pirates are going to need from a first baseman that they haven't had, honestly, in a while? I really don't know. Another question, I guess the big one that the Pirates are basically riding on is, can Ke'Bryan Hayes stay healthy? Ke'Bryan Hayes' back has been an issue practically every single year. He hasn't played a full season, and he always at least misses what seems like a month. And he hasn't been worth the contract the Pirates have given him. Yes, it was not really an expensive contract, but when you think about how much money the Pirates spend every year, was that contract really even worth it when he's not playing much or he's not giving the stats you want to see? Ke'Bryan Hayes on Fangraphs is projected a 2.2 WAR with a 686 OPS. That isn't that good in my opinion. Yes, the 2.2 WAR is solid for Pirates standards, but I'm not a fan of having to see 686 OPSs all year. The Pirates last season, their offense was one of the worst in baseball, and it was a problem of how their OPSs basically being in the 600s and 500s. There were only a couple guys that were above 700 the whole year, which was kind of crazy. And one more question I have for this lineup is they have IKF, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, as the everyday shortstop. And here is what scares me about Kiner-Falefa. I don't see him as an everyday shortstop. If you go to IKF's Savant page, his arm actually kind of scares me for a shortstop. He's never really been an everyday shortstop, so his defensive metrics aren't really helping him there. But the Pirates are going to throw him out at shortstop every single day. Now, when IKF became a Pirate, he was coming from the Toronto Blue Jays. With the Blue Jays in 83 games, he had a WAR of 3.2. In 50 games with the Pirates, that WAR became a .4. It was a dramatic decline. Ever since he became a Pirate, he had a 240 average in Pittsburgh compared to his 292 in Toronto. In Toronto, as the rest of his slash line went 338, 420, and a 758 OPS. With Pittsburgh, it went 265, 322, and a 587 OPS. It was a dramatic decline. Now, here's the thing about the Pirates. A lot of Pirates fans are hoping that Matt Haig can save this team by being an amazing hitting coach. And the fact of the matter is for the Pirates that the hitting coach many fans are saying is the biggest acquisition this offseason is where the problem is. It is where the problem is with the Pittsburgh Pirates, everyone. When your biggest acquisition is supposedly your hitting coach, there are problems. The Pirates haven't given out a multi-year free agent deal since Ivan Nova in 2016. This needs to change. As a crazy big Pirates fan, as many of you know, it gets frustrating. I will always support this team no matter what, but it's just tough to be able to tell people to believe in this team when the biggest acquisition they're making is arguably their hitting coach, or you have to defend Tommy Pham's 1-year, $4 million deal. This team could have done so much more. They could have went out and traded for an outfielder that is at least average enough. I would have been fine with a Mike Yastrzemski from the San Francisco Giants, but that won't happen. They were never going to sign a big-name guy. I don't know why I got my hopes up for Tyler O'Neill, but you know what? As Pirates fans, we like to get our hopes up a lot. People complain the Dodgers break baseball. The Pirates not spending money breaks baseball in their own way. And honestly, I hope Bob Nutting gets called out for it by the league, because it's getting frustrating to watch every single year. Players get wasted. Players get traded away. Paul Skeens, you're wasting a year of his career by not adding to this offense. This team is not going to compete for a wild card game. I get it. But you know what? Who knows? Who knows what could happen? Maybe the pitching just saves them. But last year we saw it all the time. The run support never happened. They never gave Mitch Keller, Jared Jones, or Paul Skeens any run support. It was so frustrating to watch. I hope I am wrong. I think a lot of MLB fans hope I'm wrong with this, because a lot of people want to see the Pirates be good. Bob Nutting, if you're watching this, do something. Sell the team, please, for the sake of us Pirates fans. I know this is a different type of video than what I usually make, but I just had to let this rant out, because honestly, it's just frustrating to watch this every single year. You get your hopes up, and what happens? Nothing happens. Get ready, Pirates fans. Tommy Pham is our right fielder for next year. Thank you all for watching this more of a rant type of video. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Leave a like down below. Comment down below your thoughts on the Pittsburgh Pirates. If you're a Pirates fan, list your frustrations. List your questions about the team that you have, and maybe I'll make a video about it. But tune in next time. I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, as always.